Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I'm going to give an update on promoting aerial roots with straws on my Bayan Ficus Philipinensis. So once I finish the close-ups, then I'll show you the whole tree. So we have 3 straws on here, and if you remember in the last video where I did this, and you can click on the link on the upper right and get to that video. You'll notice that I slice the straws lengthwise even before I put them on. So now taking them off is just a matter of pulling the straw off the root, and boy, that has rooted beautifully. This guy is still producing aerial roots, and so we have some right in front, and if we look right here you can see beautiful white. So what I'm going to do is I am going to attempt to take the same straw and thread that root through the straw. Come on, baby. Which can be a little tricky. Oh, I almost had it. Come on. And there we go. Now we've got the exposed root. It'll be on the edge of the straw. So then I take the straw and dig it into the soil. And then place it like that. And now that root will follow the straw. And just as an aside, here's another one. Another root that I used the straw with, and you can see it split here. So even though it's straight, it's fairly natural. And look at all the other smaller aerial roots this thing is producing. It's going to be quite the banyan. So we get over here, and we've got 2 straws that are very close together. This yellow straw comes with the pouch that you poke, where it gives you a place to poke into the pouch and then you drink the contents. So it's much thinner, but I thought, hey, you know, I have a small root, so let's see what we got going on here. Need to find the... Oh, did I even... You know, I'm not so sure I even cut this straw. So let's do the one in front. The clear one. And I really like to use clear ones because you can see what's happening. Any straw will work as far as creating the microclimate to induce the root to move into the soil, but clear ones just make it very much easier to see. And you know what? I think that this little straw here has never been split. Oh no! So I'm gonna go get something to split it with. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I brought an X-Acto knife. The problem with not splitting the straw when you guide the root through it is that you have to split it sooner or later, and then when you do this, you know, it does look like it was split. Not quite sure why. Well, let's just keep going. This splitting process, now that the root is inside, can damage the root, obviously. So I always split my straws. And I think I'm destroying this straw. And that's not that big of a deal because I really wasn't planning on using it again. It's too small. So let's just keep going. And this is very tedious, trying to get this thing to cut. For how thin it is, the walls are fairly thick. So never use this type of straw again, that's for sure. It's a slow process, but we're getting there. Wow, there we go. That was a good one. And one more little tiny piece at the base. So there you go. I will not use those small straws again. So we've got some other area roots out here. See, this one has already grown into the dirt here. We see it's right here, kind of off camera. Let me bring it like this. This root right here. So I think what I'm going to do, since I have this extra clear straw, is just pull it very gently out of the soil and then guide it through the other straw that I just took off. And it just has barely hit the base, but see, now I can put it where I want it, which is right about there. So it was going way in. So there's reusable straws. Now these straws probably going to work for maybe, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 uses, but then at some point you've got to figure that they're going to snap or crack or do something. So far the UV tolerance seems to be okay. So there you go, promoting aerial roots with straws. It really works well for me. And now if we pan out to look at the whole tree, it is really coming along beautifully. And I really think that the top, which is quite tall, needs to be reduced considerably. I'll probably do that in spring so I can take some cuttings. But this sucker is still producing massive amounts of aerial roots. I think I'm going to remove the camera from the tripod. So here you see another whole set of 3, 4, 5 aerial roots, all still trying to hit the soil. And if they're twisted a little bit, I think it's a good idea to have some a little twisted and more natural, and some straighter with the straws. So the biggest aerial root is back here, and it is very twisted, and even has some reverse taper. But if we look at it from here, you know, it looks much more natural. So I'm really going to enjoy this tree. And I fully expect the aerial roots to come all the way out to the edge of the pot. Shorten the tree to about here, so that basically you have a really wide, short tree that comes way out beyond the pot with the aerial roots. As many as it wants to produce. So that's it for this video. I really like using the straws. They work well. You know, the positive parts about using the straws is you can guide the root where you want it, and then they also create a microclimate of humidity to keep the roots from drying out. Because if the tree produces aerial roots and it's very dry and low humidity, then they will just sort of shrivel. And since we've had quite a bit of rain here lately, That's why these guys here, you can see they actually have fresh new growth right here. So they'll be down towards the soil in probably another month, 2 weeks. And I don't think I mentioned that this thing used to be in a round bullet pot, like a bunjin mica pot. And you can watch me repot it into this, I think it's a 30-inch oval, with the video that you can click on the top right and watch me do the repotting process. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be able to watch this guy continue on its journey to be what I think is going to be an incredible banyan. The next update will probably be in the spring when I reduce the top, because I want to take the cuttings, and taking cuttings, you know, now it's the 2nd of November, is not a good idea with tropical trees. They like more warmth. So there you go. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.